my bad. You ain't getting run it back. Friday payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I got a
I just put our game in.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends
Score a
going wonder
touchdown.
when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest. Oh well. Rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else.
Are you mad now?
I used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it
What you
rained
gonna
and
do
it
about it?
thundered,
Are you
but I relate like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days
Well,
straight,
the
no
taking
rest.
we
Oh
got some good, so
well.
you ain't figured that out yet, have you? All right. All right. Good luck.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over.
That hurt like a motherfucker.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Roberts has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Ravens. Buddy up. 44 Mike. Check. All day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mack Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. 20. And they score. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again. Following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Yeah, it's a really good game, so if anybody want to come in or watch it, go right ahead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Roberts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Finds Roberts left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that was timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Watch tight end.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
I fucked that up. I fucked it up. Damn.
It is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost...
Hold on a second, man. I got to get my thumb pad came off. Fuck. I had to go get my glue, man, for my thumb pad came off, man. That's why I kept stopping when I was running, because my glue pad, my stick kept coming off. So give me 1 sec, bro. Give me 1 sec.
almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Hilliard, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
180! Rip left, rip left.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Ready. 44's the mic. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. Roberts got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection
pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Mayfield now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Wormley, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Flushed out right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Right there. All day, baby.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play call is just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Trip.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slip.
Here's Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Come on, set. It's again. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 17, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on 1st down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
51
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go. It got his man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Seibert on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go! At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Jackson now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mack Wilson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Tucker's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Ready? Check 53 is mine. Okay? Yeah. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On first down, Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing now is Jackson. Sliding, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mack Wilson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Wormley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Well, look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. He's at the 30, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So Cleveland.
Holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. This one taken just inside the 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check three, check three, check three. Run.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Set, 180! It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Jackson now rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Here we go. I got you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Jackson tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They're running. Ingram. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow here and go
through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 97 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Strip that ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Jackson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Mack Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
132 fighter.
First down, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield on first down. Got it open there. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets down.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run again on first down. Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
180! 50 seconds to Mike. No chance.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
That's 180! Mike 40. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and goal from the 1.
You ain't got nothing. Alert flare.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Olivier Vernon gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Double tight. Even. 4 down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
13.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, he tried to run it up. You know, you think he can run now. Watch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, 27 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Roberts got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Put that team on the bus. 44's the mic. 44's the
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Split, 180. Double dog, that's the way.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Jackson flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Check 4, check 4.
Jackson now, throwing again. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Check 53 mine. Check 53 mine. Switch, switch, switch. Check, 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 check.
Again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Is the mic. 53 is the mic. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy. 53 is the mic. 53.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take it out to the... Good way for them to end it. The Browns drive about to get started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really.
as we say so long from Cleveland.